Can a book change your life? I've been stuck on that question for a while. How can one author change the world? It seems in this century, books have been changing the world as we know it, from Harry Potter to The Hunger Games to The Giver. Books have had a huge part in young people's lives. In this podcast, from Seaman High School, myself, Anna McGill, talks how the Chronicles of Narnia has changed throughout the years. Starting in 1949, when The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was published, to the announcement of the upcoming series of The Silver Chair on Netflix, Narnia has evolved from paper to screen and will still change as years go on. How can we discover what it made what it is today and what it will become? Let's get into it. The books are quite something, but let's talk movies first. 39 years after the publication of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, BBC created a TV show after it, airing from 1988 to 1990. While Walt and Media's version came out on December 9, 2005, some fans think that Walton's movies are missing something: joy. Even The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe movie, which was closest in terms of adaptation, put almost everything wondrous out of that was in the book, with the exception of when Lucy first walks in through the wardrobe. Lewis spends several pages describing the melting snow, but the movie did it in a single cut. Aslan and the girls playing tag and joyfully celebrating his resurrection is not in the movie. And my favorite scene where Aslan brings all of the statues to life, which takes an entire chapter in the book, was cut down to a brief, tear-jerking moment to make room for extended battle scenes. I find it so frustrating as I know they filmed scenes like Susan making snow angels and the coronation dance only to leave them out of the final release, said Fantasia Kitty from NarniaRib.com. The trend continued in the Prince Caspian movie. The wonder Caspian and the old Narnians feel when meeting the Pevensies, gone. The romp with the Greek gods, gone. Aslan and the girls freeing the Telmain villagers, gone. She also said, "While I love the new movies, I also think they only focus on action scenes and not on what C.S. Lewis wanted to portray. The happiness he wrote and not the tension between the characters like in Walton's Prince Caspian."
When people hear the name C.S. Lewis, what comes to mind? And just go through them category by category and have you speak to those issues.
And as I had no children of my own, I felt the best way to entertain them was to tell them stories. And one such story I remember beginning like this. There were 4 children, 2 boys, 2 girls, who were evacuated from London, separated from their parents, and came to live with a strange old professor. And I think anybody who's read The Lion and the Witch and the Wardrobe will be familiar with that scenario. I didn't set out to write a series of stories which were encoded depictions of Christian truth, but I did one time ask myself, what if the Son of God came into a world of animals and came in the form of a lion?
That was David Payne acting as the late C.S. Lewis, describing his life and works, hosted by Kurt Burner on kurtburner.com. Born November 29, 1898, in Belfast, Ireland, into a Protestant Ulster family, Clive Staples Lewis rejected Christianity in his early teens and lived as an atheist through his 20s, later turning to theism in 1930 and Christianity in 1931, partly with the help of close friend and devout Roman Catholic J.R.R. Tolkien. While his works are well loved, they lead many to Christianity. I personally love how imaginative his books are while stating specific problems of society and people. How do these books affect people of this age? What opinions could some have for the books versus the movies? Let's talk to a fellow fan to see her opinion. Hello. So what are some opinions of the Chronicles of Narnia? What appeal to you? What do you like most about them, or what do you dislike?
I like how there's fighting, but there is still creatures, and they can have realism and fantasy.
So you think there's still joy, even though there is some fighting?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think the movies can add up to the original books? How do you personally like them? Do you personally like them better, or did you like the movies better?
I preferred the movies.
So, what do you think about the books?
The books were okay. There were some details that weren't in the movie, but I think the movies had a broader stance than the books.
Is there anything about that you like as the series as a whole, just the books and the movies?
I like how much action there is.
Well, thank you for letting me interview you.
Yeah.
That was Reagan Dean. Becoming a Narnian fan through the movies, she decided to read some of the books also. While it seems she liked the movies more, they didn't turn out as well liked altogether as the books. It seems originality is key to a story's plotline. C.S. Lewis's ideas led us into new worlds, aiding in society's evolution to inspiration and new theories. While Narnia has had a small part in excelling people's minds and souls, I think books will never go away. No matter how hard humans try, words cannot be destroyed. Thank you for listening to The Making of Narnia by Anna McGill. Have a nice day.